And we have new details tonight about one of the voter fraud cases in Florida. Now, you may recall the state's Election Crimes Office recently arrested 20 felons who illegally voted in the 2020 election. Political reporter Evan Donovan spoke with one of the voters about how that happened.
Nathan Hart of Gibsonton says he was renewing his license at the DMV in 2020 when someone tried to register him to vote. He says he told him that he wasn't eligible because of a past serious crime, but the man told him to register anyway, and if he wasn't eligible, he just wouldn't get a voter card. But that information was wrong, and after 20 years of living clean, Hart could be charged with a second felony.
There's a long history of abuse of all different kinds in my family.
20 years ago, Nathan Hart says he followed in his father's and grandfather's footsteps and did something unthinkable.
After the first incident, I realized that there was something seriously wrong with me. And so rather than to try to keep it quiet and hope that it would never happen again, I sought out professional help.
Hart was arrested in 2004 and charged with lewd and lascivious molestation of a minor. Since then, he's had nothing more than traffic tickets, one of the few success stories of rehabilitation, says his attorney. That was until recently, when someone doing voter registration at the Ruskin DMV told him Amendment 4 meant he could now vote. When Hart pushed back, he says he was told if he wasn't eligible, he just wouldn't get a voter card.
A month later, I got the card in the mail, and so I figured, well, I guess that law applies to me after all, so I'm good to go. And then, of course, the elections come around in November. I end up voting for, Trump.
And that's when Nathan Hart committed his second felony. Earlier this week, we told you how the state law on this issue is in conflict. The governor's office points to Florida Statute 98.045, which says the supervisor shall determine whether a voter is ineligible. But supervisors of election point to a different section of the same statute, which says the Department of State shall identify the ineligible voters, and then the department shall notify the supervisor. Bay Area election supervisors say this is nothing new. It's always been the state's job.
No, it's not very confusing. It's pretty clear.
On Tuesday, Governor Ron DeSantis says the responsibility lies with the counties.
They're the ones that are registering people. It's you go in your county and you register locally. You're not registering in Tallahassee at the state government.
But according to election officials, info you fill out on Florida's Register to Vote website actually does go to the state, into the Florida voter registration system, then pushed via the suspense queue to the voter's county elections office. Hart takes responsibility for everything he's done, but says he's terrified of going to prison for the first time for something he didn't know he wasn't supposed to do.
I'm not so much upset as much as it's a very stark reminder that I'll never really be a part of society again. Doesn't matter what I do or what reparations I make or what efforts I put forth, I'm never really going to be a regular citizen anymore. That's pretty much permanently gone. And this is just another reminder of that.
Hart is due in court on these new felony voter fraud charges later this month. In the Tampa News Center, Evan Donovan, 8 on your side.